Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think for a moment. Picture the things in life you've been dreaming about, the big things, the visions that you've held deep in your heart, whether it's a career breakthrough, a personal transformation, or the strength to rise above adversity. Now I want you to ask yourself, what if I told you that when God is about to give you something huge, something life-changing, something that will completely alter your trajectory, you will see the universe, the divine energy that flows through all of us, works in ways that we often don't understand. It's not always about what you see in the physical realm. It's about what's unfolding beneath the surface. The key to unlocking those big moments, those shifts, lies in the unseen. When God is about to give you something big, the first thing that happens is you will feel an intense stirring inside you, a deep, undeniable pull. It's like an inner knowing, a whisper from the universe, a sense that something massive is on the horizon. But here's the catch. It doesn't always look the way you expect it to. You see, one of the first signs is disruption. Yes, disruption. I know we don't like change, we resist it. But disruption is often a precursor to divine alignment. God doesn't work in linear ways. The things you've built, the patterns you've held on to, the comfort you've come to rely on, those things often have to be broken down before you can be restructured into a higher version of yourself. The old has to fall away for the new to come in. You might find yourself facing unexpected challenges or things suddenly going sideways. Relationships might shift. Opportunities may seem to disappear or turn into dead ends. But here's the truth. This is not a sign of failure. It's a sign of transformation. It's preparation. It's the universe clearing the path, shaking off the dust that's been hiding your next big breakthrough. And it's not just disruption. You will begin to notice synchronicity. Events that seem unrelated start to align. You meet people at just the right time. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach suddenly present themselves. These aren't coincidences. They're clues, divine breadcrumbs guiding you to your higher purpose. Another sign, you'll feel like you're being stretched. You're no longer the person you used to be, and you're becoming more than you ever thought possible. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Just as a seed has to break through the soil to grow, you too will break through your limitations. When God is about to give you something big, you will notice how your old fears start to rise to the surface. Those doubts and insecurities you thought you'd outgrown, they're resurfacing because you're about to step into a new version of yourself. And with that growth comes the need for courage, to face those fears and move through them. You see, the divine doesn't give you new opportunities to hold you back. It's calling you to rise, to expand, and to claim your destiny. And then finally, you will feel a sense of peace. A peace that comes not from external circumstances, but from within. This peace is the result of your deep inner knowing that what's meant for you cannot be stopped. The fear fades, the resistance melts away, and all you're left with is trust. Trust in the divine process. Trust in yourself. Trust in the bigger picture that you cannot yet fully see. So when you're about to receive something big, don't be surprised if things begin to shake up. Don't be surprised if you feel uncertain or stretched beyond your limits. In fact, embrace it. Know that these signs are merely preparation for what is to come. Know that you are being primed for something greater. Trust the process, trust the signs, trust the timing. When God is about to give you something big, you will see it in your inner stirrings, in the disruptions, in the synchronicities, in the way you're being stretched, and in the deep peace that follows. You're being prepared for the extraordinary. There are moments in life when you feel something deep within you, an inexplicable stirring. It's not just a passing thought or a fleeting desire. It's something far more profound, a subtle yet undeniable pull that calls you to step forward, to move towards something bigger. This is not simply a wish or a fleeting hope. It's a deeper knowing, a quiet certainty that something significant is about to unfold in your life. It's as if the universe or a higher power is whispering to you, nudging you in the direction of your true purpose. At first, this inner stirring might be vague or hard to pinpoint. It's not always clear what it is or how it will manifest, but it's a feeling that grows stronger over time. The more you listen to it, the more you realize it's not just wishful thinking. It's something much more real. It's a call to evolve, to step into a new chapter that you may not yet fully understand, but can feel on the horizon. You start to feel as if you are being prepared for something monumental, even if the specifics are still unclear. This stirring often comes at the most unexpected times. Maybe when you're alone, when you're reflecting, or when life is quiet enough for you to hear it. It's a deep sense that change is coming, not just any change, but something that will fundamentally alter the course of your life. It might not always feel comfortable, and at times it may even be unsettling. But this inner pull is a clear sign that your soul is ready to expand, ready to receive something bigger than you can imagine. It's not just a fleeting thought, it's the universe aligning with your true path, preparing you for the next big step in your journey. When you are about to receive something big in your life, one of the first signs you'll encounter is disruption. At first glance, it may seem like everything is falling apart or that you're being pushed into uncomfortable situations. Relationships may begin to shift, old patterns that once served you start to break down, and situations you thought were stable begin to unravel. This disruption is often misunderstood as a sign of failure or misfortune. But in reality, it is a necessary part of the process. It is the universe or divine energy clearing the path for your next level of growth. Disruption forces you to let go of what no longer serves you, whether it's old beliefs, habits, or circumstances that have kept you stuck. Things that you once relied on for comfort may suddenly seem inadequate or out of alignment with your evolving self. You might face challenges at work, experience conflict in relationships, or even find yourself questioning your purpose. While unsettling, this upheaval is actually an invitation to release attachments to what is limiting you, creating space for new opportunities. As these disruptions occur, you may feel uncertain, anxious, or even lost. But instead of resisting these changes, it's important to recognize them as signals of growth. The universe isn't working against you. It's working in your favor, preparing you for something better. Often, what looks like chaos is simply the dismantling of old structures that must fall away to make room for something greater. During these times, it's crucial to maintain faith and trust that the disturbance is temporary and part of the divine plan unfolding in your life. Disruption is not a setback, but a step toward the life you've been destined for. When God is about to give you something big, the signs will not always be obvious, but one of the most significant indicators is the appearance of synchronicity. These are moments when seemingly unrelated events, people, or opportunities come together in a way that feels purposeful, almost as if they are aligned by a higher force. You may meet the right person at exactly the right time, or find yourself in a situation that opens doors you never thought possible. These coincidences are not random. They are messages, signals from the universe, guiding you toward your next step. These synchronicities often begin to appear when you are least expecting them, and they can feel surreal, as if the world is conspiring to help you reach your goals. For instance, you might hear the exact piece of advice you needed from a stranger, or an opportunity may suddenly show up, which aligns perfectly with a goal you had almost given up on. These are not mere accidents. They are orchestrated moments designed to bring you closer to your highest potential. The power of synchronicity lies in its timing and the sense of connection it brings. You may start to notice patterns forming where once there was only randomness. It could be a series of encounters that lead to an opportunity, or it could be a stream of events that gives you the clarity you've been seeking. The more you pay attention to these signs, the clearer it becomes that they are not just coincidences, but a divine orchestration guiding you. The universe is aligning people, events, and circumstances to support your next big step, reminding you that you are not alone on this journey and that everything is working together for your good. As you approach a moment where something big is about to unfold in your life, you may begin to feel a sense of expansion. It's as if your boundaries, limitations, and even your very identity are stretching in ways that feel unfamiliar. You are no longer the person you once were. You're becoming someone new, someone capable of achieving more, experiencing more, and living more fully. This process of expansion is not always comfortable. The tasks or goals that once seemed impossible or out of reach now appear to be within your grasp, but you might not feel ready for them. This is where the discomfort arises, because with expansion comes the challenge of stepping into unknown territory. The old version of you, with all its habits, fears, and limitations, may resist the change. But the truth is, the discomfort is simply your old self struggling to keep you in your comfort zone. As you expand, you begin to tap into greater potential. You start to realize that the limitations you once believed were real were just illusions. Your capacity to learn, adapt, and evolve becomes much larger. You begin to access deeper levels of confidence, creativity, and clarity. You find that you can handle situations that would have once intimidated you with greater ease, and you start to trust in your own ability to navigate through challenges. This expansion is the universe's way of preparing you for what's to come, opening you up to receive the big things that are on their way. It's a signal that you are evolving into the person who can handle the opportunities that are about to be presented. This growth is your invitation to step boldly into your new life. As you move toward receiving something big in your life, one of the key signs is the resurfacing of old fears. These fears, doubts and insecurities that you thought you had long outgrown, begin to reappear. They don't always take the same form as before, but they still hold the same power to make you question your worth or ability to succeed. It might be the fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, or even fear of stepping into the unknown. These emotions can feel intense, and it's easy to assume that you're not ready for what's coming, or that you're not worthy of it. However, the resurgence of these fears is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of transformation. The fears that rise to the surface are a reflection of the growth you're undergoing. As you expand into a bigger version of yourself, the fears that once held you back are now being challenged. They are old patterns, outdated beliefs that no longer serve you, but before they can be completely released, they have to be confronted. These fears are not meant to stop you. They are meant to show you that you are moving into a new space, a space where your old self must be shed in order for your new self to emerge. In many ways, the resurfacing of these fears signals that you are on the edge of something great. It's when you are about to step into new territory, when you are about to claim your true potential, that your deepest fears will often try to resurface to pull you back into safety and comfort. But you must recognize them for what they are, not obstacles, but signs of growth, signaling that you are ready to move past your old limitations and into the life you are meant to lead. Growth often comes through discomfort, and this is one of the most profound signs that something big is about to happen in your life. When you begin to feel uneasy, when the old routines and the comfort zones you've built up no longer feel fulfilling, it's because you are being pushed beyond your current limitations. The universe has a way of stretching us, and it doesn't happen without some growing pains. These moments of discomfort are not meant to hold you back. They are the necessary friction that helps you evolve into the next version of yourself. At first, this discomfort might feel like resistance, as if something within you is pushing back against the changes. It may show up as feelings of anxiety, uncertainty, or confusion. Perhaps you'll find that the things you used to do with ease now feel like a struggle, or that the world around you seems more challenging than before. But these are not signs that you're off track. They are signals that you are stepping into a space of growth. When you feel discomfort, it's often because you're no longer in alignment with your old self. The person you've been is not the person who can step into the big things that are coming, so you must evolve. This discomfort is also an opportunity to shed old patterns and behaviors that no longer serve your higher purpose. It's like the caterpillar that must dissolve into a gooey mess before it can emerge as a butterfly. The stretching, the discomfort, is what allows you to grow into a more expansive version of yourself. One capable of holding the bigger opportunities, relationships, and successes that are on their way. The pain of growth is the evidence that you are moving in the right direction, even when it feels challenging or uncertain. As you move closer to receiving something significant in your life, you'll notice that new opportunities begin to appear, often in unexpected ways. These opportunities might show up as things you didn't even think were possible or were once beyond your reach. They might seem small at first, but they carry the potential to open up a whole new path for you. Sometimes the opportunities will come disguised as challenges or risks, but they are exactly what you need to propel you forward. What is crucial to understand is that the universe doesn't simply drop a huge opportunity into your lap without preparation. These new opportunities are often the first signs that you are ready for a big change. Initially, these opportunities might feel intimidating. They may push you to stretch beyond your current skill set or comfort zone. The fear of failure or doubt about your readiness may rise to the surface. But this is a key part of the process. Stepping into new opportunities always requires you to confront your fears. If you are being offered a chance to grow, to take on something bigger, it's a sign that you have the capacity to handle it, even if you don't feel fully prepared. These opportunities will often require you to make bold decisions. They may ask you to take risks, move into new environments, or even let go of what is familiar, but they are aligned with the higher path meant for you. They are the breadcrumbs that lead you toward the bigger vision you've been longing for. The more you step into these opportunities, the more you will see that each step forward brings you closer to the life you are destined to live. It's not just about finding the opportunities, it's about recognizing them when they arrive and having the courage to embrace them fully. As you approach a time when something significant is about to unfold, one of the most important signs you'll experience is a deep sense of peace. This peace doesn't come from the external world, it comes from within. It's a quiet, unwavering confidence that no matter what happens, everything is unfolding as it should. This inner peace is the result of understanding that the big things coming into your life are meant for you, and they cannot be taken away or delayed indefinitely. It's a calm assurance that everything is working in your favor, even when external circumstances may seem uncertain. This peace is profound because it doesn't depend on how things look on the surface. You may still face challenges, obstacles, or moments of doubt, but despite all that, you feel a deep sense of trust in the process. You know that what is meant for you will find its way to you. There's an inner knowing that no matter how much you struggle or how much you try to control the situation, the outcome will be in alignment with your highest good. It is in these moments of peace that you can truly surrender to the journey. You stop fighting against the flow of life, and instead, you begin to trust the timing of everything. This sense of peace allows you to remain grounded and centered, even when the world around you seems chaotic or unpredictable. It's not about having all the answers or knowing exactly what will happen next. It's about trusting that everything is unfolding for a greater purpose. This inner peace is a sign that you're ready to receive the big things you've been waiting for. It's the space in which you can fully embrace the blessings that are coming your way. Timing is a critical element when something big is about to unfold in your life. You may find yourself questioning why things haven't happened yet, why certain dreams seem delayed, or why the opportunities you've been hoping for are not arriving as quickly as you expected. But there is a divine rhythm at work, and the right moment for your breakthrough is already in motion. The universe operates on a timetable that is far greater than our own, and what might seem like a delay or a detour is often simply the necessary space for you to grow, learn, and prepare for what's coming next. The key to understanding divine timing is trust. When you align with the natural flow of life and stop resisting the timing of events, you begin to feel a sense of peace, even when things are not moving as quickly as you would like. The right opportunities, people, and experiences are being positioned for you, and although you can't always see how it will all come together, it's all falling into place in perfect timing. You may start to notice that the more you trust the timing of your life, the more the right opportunities begin to show up at the right moment. It might be when you least expect it, but suddenly things click into place. You meet the person you've been needing to meet. The perfect job opportunity arises, or a long-awaited dream finally begins to take shape. In those moments, you'll realize that all the waiting was not wasted. It was all part of preparing you for what's coming. Trusting in divine timing means surrendering to the understanding that everything is happening for your highest good and that nothing is ever too late or too early. As you move closer to receiving something big, one of the most significant signs is the feeling of preparation. You may not always see the full picture of what's coming, but you can sense that something important is being set in motion. It often begins with small, seemingly unrelated events that gradually build into a bigger picture. You may feel like you're being guided, as if the universe is slowly revealing the path ahead. During this time, you may also notice that you're being subtly prepared for what's next, as if each experience is teaching you something crucial that will help you handle the big changes ahead. The sense of preparation may feel like you're being shaped into a new version of yourself, one that is better equipped to handle the opportunities or challenges ahead. You might find yourself learning new skills, gaining new insights, or even becoming more aware of your own strengths. This growth doesn't happen by accident. It's part of the process of aligning you with the future you're meant to step into. You might also notice that your intuition becomes sharper during this time, and you're more in tune with the signs around you. This period of preparation is essential because it helps you become the person who is ready for the success, opportunities, or transformation that is on its way. You may feel like you're being tested or stretched, but these moments are refining you, helping you release old patterns and habits that no longer serve you. As you prepare, you are building the resilience, confidence, and clarity that will allow you to step into your new reality with strength and grace. The feeling of preparation is the universe's way of saying, keep going.